edition of TV Talk. It's Saturday, and that means it's Touched by an Angel Day. And this week's episode was The Trigger. A woman in denial of her husband's physical abuse is in dire need of Tess and Monica's help. Through the angel's faith and support, she finally takes the necessary action to save her sister's future and her own. Okay, things I liked about this episode. I loved the message in this episode. And the big message in this episode is that if you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, you need to seek professional help. Because a lot of this, some of it is rooted in, that's how a certain person was raised. They saw their dad abuse their mom, or something like that. They grew up in a environment like that, so they think it's okay, and that's what a relationship could be, albeit the husband beating on the wife because he thinks that's okay, or the wife believing that it's okay for the husband to beat on her. Or vice versa. Now, the person who is the victim, sometimes it's conditioning. Now, I see this, I watch Law & Order Special Victims Unit, and they do cover domestic abuse cases, like maybe a few of their cases have been domestic abuse cases. And sometimes it can be very, very hard to get the woman, in the case of these shows it is a woman, to admit that her husband or her boyfriend is beating on her for no reason, because she may have grown up in that kind of relationship between her parents. So it's really hard to get her to see that this is not normal. Now, sometimes the victim can see that this is not right, this is not how it's supposed to be. But the point is, they have to get to that point. You can't force them to do it. And it can be very hard to see someone you love and care about, albeit a family member or a friend, being in a situation like that. And that was what was going on here. The one sister was in this relationship where her husband was beating on her for no reason, and she kept denying it. She kept saying, oh, he had a bad day, or he promised he'd never do it again, he won't, and until the next time he did it, and whatnot. And her sister was just trying to really protect her sister and kind of got herself into hot water, and she needed her sister to let them know, hey, I didn't do this not out of vengeance, I did this to protect my sister. I don't want to give away too much because it would be a spoiler. And near the end of the episode, they reveal a secret as to why the one sister who was the victim of this was reacting the way she was. But I did feel that this, much like a lot of Touched by an Angel episodes, but this one in particular, really touched on something that does need to get out, and is something that we need to talk about. We need our kids to know that this is not an acceptable relationship, regardless of what you see. This is not acceptable. This is not a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship does not involve one person beating up another person to the point where they need to go to the hospital. And this is something we need to talk to them about, whether they're our kids or not. It is something that we need to make sure they understand. Okay, things I didn't like about this episode. There really wasn't a lot I didn't like about this episode. I thought it was very good. good. The one really violent scene you don't see, you know what's happening because of the noises, but you don't see it, which I felt was, very good. Because this was a family show, there are little kids watching, we don't necessarily need them to see the very violent part. And they did that very nicely with just Andrew kind of walking up the steps towards the house in his angel form, so no one can really see him. We can see him, but nobody else can see him. And then we hear a noise, and we kind of know what happened. And I think based on that, you guys kind of know what happened, but keep in mind, I'm not giving away a spoiler, and just because Andrew, who is the angel of death in this show, was walking up to the house, does not mean that anybody died. It just means that it got to that point where it is very probable that it could happen. And I'm leaving it at that. I'm going to let you watch the episode to find out what actually happened. Now, the one thing I didn't like about this episode, and it's actually shown very early in the episode, so I feel it's not a spoiler, is the fact that the family, the one sister who is married and has the two kids, actually had a gun in her house. She had a loaded handgun in the house. And I personally am against guns being in the house, particularly with kids, because you never know what the kid, even if it's in a high up spot, you never know if the kids are going to find it. Now, I get that some people, particularly out in like the country, they keep guns in the house for hunting and whatnot, and I'm okay with that. I mean, as much as I love animals, I'm okay with that. I know a lot of that is to supplement the food supply, and that good hunters actually will use all the parts of the animal that they hunt. They will actually use the meat and whatnot. They're not looking for trophies. And I'm okay with that. I know it's in the country and it's kind of the way of life. My hope is that they are using proper and safe tactics when keeping the guns in the house, that they keep the gun and the ammunition separate from each other. So that way if the kids do ever find the guns, and start playing with them, they are not loaded. Because guns are dangerous. And I did not like that they had that in this episode. I'm thinking, oh my God. I mean, that is not something that really that I approve of. I don't like it. I think it is very dangerous. It is not something that should be with adults, in the house, let alone with kids in the house. Because they are dangerous. I don't care if the gun is legally registered or not. They are very, very dangerous. I honestly think you want protection. I mean, the wife was all, oh, well, he thinks it's good protection. Like, you want protection? Get a dog. A dog is a way better protection than any kind of, in the house, than any kind of weapon. And the nice thing about that is that with a dog, you can call the dog off. You can call the dog back to you. You can't call a bullet or a thrown knife or something back to you. And 9 times out of 10, a dog in the house barking or a beware of dog sign up in the house or on the fence will make people back off. Even if the dog's not vicious, because, there may be the chance that it is vicious. So that was the one thing I didn't like about the episode, was the gun. But it becomes very apparent later on in the episode why the gun was there. Okay, feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I do love to read those. Please like and share this video if you're watching on Facebook, or like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching on YouTube, and feel free to follow me on Wattpad, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. I know DeviantArt is on there, but I am no longer on DeviantArt. I will have the links. I do have the pictures for my icons up on the screen right there, and I will have the link in the description section as well. Please keep in mind that my Tumblr account has changed. I am no longer Anime Princess 1. I am now Fanfic Princess 2, as to the fact that I was unable to log on to my Anime Princess account several months ago, and I just started up a new account. I just forgot to change it on the screen, and I do apologize for that. Also, please note that all pictures seen within this video do belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. And I will have the link for the 4 sites that I mentioned in the description section as well. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. hey, feel free to check out my other Touched by an Angel videos. My other TV Talk videos. And my other videos. Before I sign off, a few things I'd like to touch on. First off, for my YouTube subscribers, any of my videos that cannot be found on YouTube are on my Facebook page. I will have the link in the description section. For my Facebook friends, any of my videos that are not on Facebook are on my YouTube channel. The link will be in the description section. Also, for any of you out there who short stories and or draw fan art, or just like to read fanfics and short stories or look at fan art, I have a new group on Facebook. Well, not new, it's been around for a few months, called Fanfic Corner. Yes, very similar to my reading videos on YouTube and also on Facebook. It's just a place where you can post and share fanfic, short stories, fan art. And you don't have to write fanfics or short stories or draw fan art to be a member of the group. If you just want to look at the fan art or read the fanfics and short stories that are on there, I'm perfectly fine with that as well. If you are posting, please be sure, if you are the author or artist, to include your name when you post. Well, you don't have to really include your name because it's going to be up there when you post. So, but with the fan art, be sure it's signed somewhere just to be on the safe side. But if you're posting something that is not yours, I'm not opposed to people posting work that's not theirs. A good chunk of the stuff on there is stuff I posted, and a lot of it's not mine. But please be sure to credit the author and or artist if you're posting something that is not yours. Now, I know a lot of people on sites will argue against this, but this is my site, my group, so I'm saying this is okay. Author unknown and artist unknown are perfectly acceptable as credits on Fanfic Corner because you are technically crediting the author or artist, you just don't know who they are. So I do accept that. The link for, if you're interested in joining, the link will be in the description section as well. Okay, got a duplicate of that. I would like to apologize for not posting a video in a while. Unfortunately, with this whole COVID-19 thing, things have just been cray-cray for me. I've been working, up until a few weeks ago, have been working like 5-day shifts, 8 hours a day. I know for some of you who work full-time say, oh, that's nothing. Keep in mind, I work part-time, so for me that's a big change. I'm used to just 4 hours, 4 8-hour shifts a week, and if I do work a 5-hour shift, that one of them is a 4-hour shift. So 5 8-hour shifts was a lot for me, and I got busy with other projects, and mostly with TV Talk is I just didn't have time to really sit down and watch the episode. And if I did, I was starting to fall asleep and say, well, I'm not going to get through this. I do apologize for putting this on the back burner for a long time. It was not my intention. Unfortunately, life just happened. And that does happen from time to time with TV Talk. And unfortunately, I did fall behind in movie talk as well, so I do apologize for that. I am going to try to make sure that doesn't happen again, but with TV Talk. But I make no promises. All I can do is apologize in advance if it does. Okay, finally, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be put on hold, and Dragon's Race to the Edge will be coming to an end. Mid to late fall. Mid-fall for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., mid to late fall for Dragons. And you guys know what that means. That means there will be an opening on Friday and Sunday for a new TV Talk series. And that also means that you guys get to vote and tell me what show you would like me to do. Yay for everyone! So basically your choices are as follows. For Friday, Knights of the Zodiac, My Little Pony, King of the Hill, and Wolf's Rain. For Sunday, it's Dot Hack Sign, Horseland, Inuyasha, and Outlaster. Please keep in mind I do not take requests, as this TV Talk has to be shows I actually have. That's why I give you a choice. I don't say, hey, just throw ideas out for me. Please, voting is extremely simple. All you have to do is just write down which one of the 4 shows you would like me to do a review video on in the comment section, and or like or love a positive comment on that particular show, and whichever one gets the most votes is the one I'll do a video on. You do not have to write down which date you're voting for. I will know by the title of the TV show. Please keep in mind that negative comments and dislikes do not count as votes. If My Little Pony is selected, I will be doing Generation 1, so the original My Little Pony from the 80s, and Friendship is Magic, as I do not have the in-between stuff. I don't have ponytails, and I don't have the Next Generation. If Knights of the Zodiac is selected, because it is such a short-lived TV show, but I still love it, but because it was such a short-lived TV show, rather than have you vote for another show, because you would probably be doing that right from the start of the TV Talk series, and Knights of the Zodiac, and I don't want to do that to you guys, I will just move on to the second highest, to the show with the second highest vote total, if that one is selected. You may vote as, voting will be until October 16th for Friday, and November 1st for Sunday, but if I have to push these back, I will let you know. I know I promised that it would be even sooner, but I did lose a few months, and because of that, I do apologize. You may vote as many times as you wish, but please keep in mind that in the event of a tie, or absolutely no votes, I do have the final say. Okay, so far, the totals stand thusly. For Friday, it is 1 vote for My Little Pony, and for Sunday, it is 1 vote for Horseland. But you guys still have plenty of time to get your votes in, so be sure to make your voices known. As always, thank you for watching, and have a very nice day.